disappointed. Sometimes I get on a roll, you know, and it's like, wow, man, where did all that come from? My brain explodes. You know what? My brain explodes. I will be the first to say this. Some of the best people in the world to work with, and I don't care what you hear in the news, some of the best people in the world to work with are the Chinese. They're polite, they're kind, their customer service is exceptional. You know, you send them a message, they respond, they take care of you, they make things happen. And it's actually a pleasure to let's see here. Okay, let's get started here. Yes, I work with several people from India, and I mean, you know what? It makes you think, you know, I mean, you see kids today and the way they're raised, and then you work with other countries and you're like, where in the hell did we go wrong? You know, I mean, they're just, the politeness just, I don't know. I won't get into that tonight. I'm in a good mood. So anyway, welcome to Wednesday Night Training presented by the AppWizard Studio team. Every week, I mean, we're just continuing to build. So over the last couple of weeks, we've started into really getting your customer to use the app and develop the app and use the app more than just an app that nobody's looking at, but they're using the tools that are at hand. And we're going to continue to do that tonight. Honestly, I've had more fun putting these trainings together over the last 3 weeks than I probably had since 2012 when I started this. And, you know, it's one thing you go in, you can teach the platform 5,000 times, you get new people in, you teach the platform 5,000 more times. But man, to be able to talk about actually going out and using these tools and using the capabilities of the tools and the features of the tools and sharing the benefits and getting out there and making all this stuff work together. That's really the grassroots of what we do. I mean, an app building system, ours is extremely simple to use, very easy to use. If you watch the videos and watch trainings and really look at the email that goes out and the information that's there, you know, and then come to trainings. I mean, the people that are here right now, all the people that are here right now, you're committed. You're committed to your business, and you make sure that you come to trainings and or watch the training. So, but let me do something here real quick. But so we're going to continue to roll on with that and do those things and make the trainings continue to grow. If we need to go into the platform, just let me know, and we can always do that at another time. Yes, we are recording. Let's get started here. Once again, welcome to Wednesday Night Training. If you have not joined our Facebook group, you will go to facebook.com/groups/. AWS Mastermind. And as I say it once, I say it every week. A lot of great information in there. I mean, you can see guys like Will Sims right here, and this is Nikisha, and I think this is he's from Canada. I can't think, man. I'm blanked. Kenny Dutton and BK and Tom and this is really old. There's a lot more members in there. This is when we first launched this site, but go in there and it looks just like you. I don't know why it's a terrible picture. But go in there and join the Facebook group. Yeah, right. And join the Facebook group and be a part of what's going on. You know, be a part of everything that's happening, and you will learn that it's an amazing place to be with all the information that is shared and all the things that.
Excuse me, Mr. Kerry Miller.
Sorry about that. And but somebody gave me a call. I accidentally hit it. And y'all hear that? Excuse me, Mr. Kerry Miller. But anyway, go to the Facebook group. I was trying to hang it up, and I accidentally hit the button. So anyway, go to the Facebook group and listen at the listen to what's going on in there and be a part of that. If you have not joined our YouTube channel, make sure you join our YouTube channel. Yeah, that was kind of funny, wasn't it? Join our YouTube channel. And that's where all the trainings go. Our trainings are live, and it's also live on YouTube. And so anyway, give me 1 second here. This person is trying to get into the to the call, and they said they can't get it. Did everybody get in okay tonight? They said they keep getting booted out, and I'm not sure who it is. They don't say their name. Hang on just 1 second. Let me see if I can help them get in. So anyway, go to our YouTube channel, and they said they can't get in. No problems. Clicked on the link in the email. So anyways, we'll see. Hopefully they can get in there and everything I have. So go to our YouTube channel and be a part of that. That's where everything happens. All of our trainings, all of our weekly trainings, everything happen right there. So another good place to be if you want to get educated on what we want to do. Real quick, AppWizard Studio nor I cannot guarantee just because you're watching training, you will make any sales, create any traffic, or increase your income. Every person is different, has different work ethics and different desires. Tonight, we're going to kind of go old school, okay? And I know everybody's looking at that saying, you know what, Kerry, nobody does email anymore. Nobody does this. Martha says she got booted out. So that's what they were just messaging me saying they got booted. But anyway, sometimes we think, is email alive or is email dead? What is up with email? Do we really need to use it? Do we really need to let that be a part of our marketing strategies? Do we need to allow that in the things that we do? Absolutely, you do. And, it's funny. I went through my email list just the other day and people that over email me, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But even though you've opted into something, you can still get spammed, right? I mean, it's just over and over and over, and it's annoying, and it just drives you up the stinking wall. And it's like, man, why do you do that? Don't send me 4 emails a day. I don't need that. So what I do is I go through every now and then, and I clean out everything that I've opted in because it just ticks me off. And guess what? I usually clean out stuff that I really wanted, but because people are so rude, and they just continue to bombard you with stuff, it's not worth it. So we're going to talk tonight about growing an email list and why you should grow an email list and why you need to be using that app and show your clients how to grow an email list. We kind of get wrapped up in, texting is like, 90 seconds, and email is like 90 minutes. I check my email every day, and with the advent of the mobile phone and the smartphones and everything growing, people are looking at emails more and more. What I love about mobile phones and people checking their emails, you don't have to download the images. They're already there. So you can create really cool looking emails using Mailchimp or Aweber or some of those guys. I use Mailchimp. I love Mailchimp. But you can use those type of programs to create amazing emails. And when they receive them on their phones, they don't have to download like you do on a computer, all of the images. And so email is very, very viable today. And with today's technology in the email market, you should be using that, and you should be creating those things for your customers. It's a great way to reach out and promote exactly what your client is selling. So if you're picking up another 20% or 30% of people that are coming into the store and growing your list, guess what? You're increasing that footfall by that much, because you're reaching out to them and showing them things that they need to see. Don't spam. If I get asked this once, I've been asked this 1 million times over the last 6-7 years. How many text messages should I send out? A couple a month. Why do you want to bombard somebody on their phone? Because they're going to delete you. They're going to make you stop. Use it for special reasons. Email's the same way. You don't need to send out an ad every single day. You need to send out an ad maybe once a week on Wednesdays, along with your text message that you're sending out. That's what I love about Sonic. I don't get a text message every week from Sonic, but I do get one every single Wednesday, and I know when it's coming, and I can't wait for it to get there, because I know that they're sending me something special. And I know that I'm going to go up there and spend that money and do my thing and go to Sonic. So we're going to talk about growing an email list. Relying on social media means that you can't always guarantee you'll reach your customers without having to pay for a little boost. Not only that, I don't know, how many of you have been watching Facebook over the last couple of weeks? They have totally changed every single thing that they do. Everything that they do. People can turn you off. People can turn off ads now. They're asked to do that when they sign up. I mean, they can completely change their entire profile settings. And so because of everything that happened with Facebook, guess what also that's affecting? And I don't know how many of you have seen this, but and watched the hearings on Capitol Hill, but Facebook also owns Instagram. So everything that's happening at Instagram is also affecting, Facebook is also affecting Instagram. And I can tell you, Twitter is next, and Pinterest is going to be next, and all these different medias are going to wind up saying, okay, if you don't want to see any ads, just opt out. And we all know that people in Facebook get bombarded daily because of retargeting ads. That's what we do for a living, right? That's what we do. We create that. They go to our website, they hit a retargeting pixel. Once they hit that retargeting pixel, as soon as they open up Facebook, they see Kerry Miller's big face right up in their eyeballs, and they're saying, gosh, man, every time I go somewhere, this guy's popping up. Why? Because they've gone to several different things. It's got my pixel on it. And so I figure they want to see me again. So I'm going to make sure that when they open up their Facebook page, that I'm there with my big bright pearlies and smiling at them and telling them, hey, I want you to buy something from me. So we can't rely solely on social media, because social media is changing so fast. Email's not changing. The one thing you can't do with email, which is the same thing you can't do with texting, okay, is you can't just email anyone. They have to opt in. I'm going to tell you a quick story about texting, and it's kind of funny that I saw this case file come out right after I saw a lot of people talking about, downloading lists and uploading lists and all this stuff. There was a case that just went to court. It was a car dealership, and they had texted in off of one of the car window signs that said, hey, I want more information on this Toyota or whatever it was. Okay, so the person had what they call fat finger syndrome, and that's exactly what they call it in court. That's called fat finger syndrome, and they hit the wrong digit on the phone. And when they hit the wrong digit on the phone, it was not a double opt-in. And I don't know how many times people ask this, I don't want a double opt-in. Take the double opt-in off. We don't want a double opt-in. So what happened is a person got the text message, okay, because she put the wrong number in there. Then they turned around, and what did they do? They skimmed all the messages, all of the phone numbers out of that system, and they went out there and they started texting to those people. Guess what? They didn't ask to be texted. And it's $1,500 a text message that an individual can sue you for if you continue to send to them. The only thing that saved this company, and you need to understand, it's your business. You're responsible for every email that goes out. You're responsible for every text message that goes out. If you direct your customers wrong, okay, and then they say, hey, well, he didn't tell me that, and he told me I could do that. He told me I could go get those emails out of this list and upload them in this list, and he told me I could take these text numbers and upload them into this. And as soon as they tell the attorneys that, guess who's going to be responsible for that? You are. So be very careful about what you ask for. Double opt-ins are extremely important, not only in texting, because that's the way our system is set up, and it's done that way to protect you. Email list is the same way. You need a double opt-in to make sure that somebody don't have fat finger syndrome and they sit there and put in the wrong information. I've typed in the wrong email address before. I type in the wrong URLs. So, and with the email list, especially if you use Mailchimp, it's not costing you anything for the first 2,000 emails on your thing. And you can send like 12,000 emails a month. That will cover just about every single business out there that needs to go on email. Also, what Mailchimp connects directly to, you can API directly into that mobile app. So you can set up an amazing email program without spending any money, and you're not paying these social media platforms, those boost fees and all of that extra, $10, $20 a month to try to be seen. This is a way to reduce the cost of your customer's marketing plan. It's absolutely free for you. It didn't cost you anything to set it up, okay? And you're going to charge them a small fee for setting it up, and it's not costing you monthly to do anything until they go over a certain level. So you're already going to charge them a small monthly fee for monitoring that $29 or $39 a month, right? And that Mailchimp didn't cost you anything. You set up the account, you give them access to it if you want to or don't. If you want to maintain it and manage it, you maintain it and manage it inside your arena. Okay, your company, your business, your consulting firm, you manage that and you put all that together for them. So it's a great way to start collecting leads if they're not already doing that. It's a super way to start collecting leads, and it's extremely affordable. There's nothing more affordable than email marketing and text message marketing. And of course, beacon marketing. I mean, you're all talking $15 to $20 a month. If a business cannot afford $15 or $20 a month for each marketing tool that you bring to them, then you need to go find another business to talk to, because you're going to go broke right along with them, because they don't have a way to reach out to their customers, because they say, oh, we don't want to use that. We don't want to use this. We don't want to use this. Then you need to go find somebody that needs to use the tools that you're bringing before them. And email is an exceptional tool that you can use with your clients to help build an amazing list that continues to create that footfall, that recurring traffic back into their business. Tonight, we're going to look at 5 simple tips on how you can start growing your list with a few simple tools and strategies. Building an email list. How many of you still build an email list? Everybody on this call right now, how many of you on here build the email list and help your clients build an email list? How many of you have set up a Mailchimp account that has the recurring weekly emails that can be set out. You can set up the entire platform. It will do it automatically. All you got to do is go in and change the ads, and everything is set up on autopilot. And once you do it, it's sit and forget, and all you do is collect a check. How many of you do that? Anybody at all? You need to start doing that. You need to start adding those tools to your tool pouch when you're in talking to these people about building their business. If they're not sending out ads via email, via text, or however they're transmitting their data out there, if they're not sending out ads to bring those customers back in, then you've sold them absolutely zero help for their business. None, zero. If you've not allowed them to have tools to reach out to their customers and bring those customers back in, or if you've sold them something and then you did not go in and sell them into the tools that they need to use as they've learned about the mobile business card, then they add the lead generation systems, then they add the text message marketing systems, then they add the local social media systems, and they step this all together. And within 6 months to a year, they've got an entire marketing plan that's working like a well-oiled machine. Don't just go in and drop something on their lap for $250 and walk out and expect anything back from them ever again if you've not done anything that gave them a great return on their investment. They're not going to continue to pay you if they're not making any money. And I've seen it over and over and over again, even after 6 years of saying it. You know, people call me every year about the anniversary of when they started, and they went out and sold a bunch of apps, and then they call me up and they say, Kerry, nobody will renew. Well, what did you give them? Just an app. How many times did you go in and see them? When I went back to collect the check. Well, would you pay for something like that? That's not service. That's dumping something in somebody's lap and expecting them to pay you for it. It just doesn't work that way in business. You got to give them great customer service. You got to give them exceptional products, and you've got to give them a way to bring customers back into their business. That's the way it is today, because if you don't do it, someone else will. It's just going to happen that way. Use your app. You have to use your app. That's what the app is used for. That's what we're out selling. We're out selling them a system. And the start of that system starts with what? It starts with the mobile web app. It starts with that mobile business card. There are hundreds of tools out there that you can use to collect email addresses. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, okay? But you only need to really go in and do and use one thing. They need to come in here and they need to collect the email addresses right here on their app. You know, they need to share that information. They need to ask them. They can easily, most point of sale systems access the internet. They could literally put this app on their phone, on their computer screen, click a button, and ask if they would like to join their email program and get their email and their name. And they're going to receive an email that says, hey, did you want to receive this? They're going to say yes. Mailchimp does opt-in, double opt-in, and they've also you can just opt in. You can use either or, okay? But you need to make sure that you're doing it right if they come back and say, I didn't do that. All right. Now, the great thing about Mailchimp and these other places is they collect what? The IP address. Okay. They collect the IP address, and every single device has that. They know what your computer you're using. They know what phone you're using. They know where you were on that date. It also timestamps it. They know everything about the person that requested that information. Now, can somebody else get their phone and go in there and use their phone and do that? Absolutely, they can. Okay. So make sure that if you're not doing double opt-in, which you should be, okay, make sure that everything falls in line. But use the app. It's free. It's easy to use. Type a name and an email address and hit submit. It doesn't cost you absolutely anything to add this tool to your app. So why would you not use that? Why would you not go in and upsell that? It's already there anyway. Go ahead and use it, sell it. It's one of the best tools out there that you can go in there and upsell because it didn't cost you a penny. So that's pure profit on your part when you go in there and add the email marketing to the app. And all you have to do is simply turn on the join us button, join our list button. Now you can turn around and name it anything you want. You can put it up here. You can attach it to the link up here at top. Everybody knows I like to put my call to actions up at the top. Click here for weekly savings. They click on that and it opens up this page so they can opt into your email list. Very important that you start doing those things and using these tools to your advantage so that you can grow your clients' customer base, so that they can create that recurring footfall traffic and bring them in over and over and over again. What's a great way to do it? Ask people. How many of you have gone to a counter and as you checked out, people said, would you like to do this? Okay. I don't care if it's a sales call, a support call, or a face-to-face transaction. You have to ask people to sign up to your newsletter or exclusive offers or discounts or announcements. And I know what people are going to say, and I've heard it. I hear it from customers, and I tell them that obviously your employees run the hen house and not you, you know. So maybe you ought to get control of that. I have no problem telling a client if he tells me that he can't get his employees to do something. I have no problem telling him that he's not in charge of his business and he's going to let his employees run his business into the ground, because that's what's going to happen. You know, that's what he's paying me for, to tell him and to help him build his business. So they have to ask people. And I know it happens. I was just in a store day before yesterday, and the little girl standing behind the counter said, hey, would you like to join our loyalty rewards program? Sure. It was a coffee shop. I get coffee, you know, every 10 punches, I get a coffee. So I joined their loyalty rewards program. I would not have done that because they had no signage up. They had nothing up at all, unless that person standing behind the counter said, hey, would you like to join our loyalty rewards program? You know why she did that? Because the owner told her to. The owner said, hey, we're going to bring back customers back in so we can keep the doors open so that you can keep your JOB and get a PAYCHECK every Friday. So you're going to do this, or you can find a different job. And all the girls that work in this coffee shop, they ask every single one of them, have you joined our loyalty rewards program? And then they go ahead and they say, when you do, they don't even have to let you say yes or no. When you do, on the 10th punch, you get a free cup of coffee. You know, they let you know exactly what you're getting, exactly what you're doing, exactly how you're doing that. So you need to let your business owners know, hey, what's one of the best ways to get people to sign up on the list? Ask them. And all they got to do, and you can see right here, all of these are computer screens. If they wanted to, they could put a button on this computer screen, hit that button, and it transfer right over to the app, right? The app is a mobile web app, so it transmits right over to the mobile web app, and they can go in there and say, what's your email address? What's your name? And they put it in there and hit a button, and guess what? That person's going to get a double opt-in message that says, hey, do you want to receive whatever it is this person's selling? And would you like to receive these emails? Yes or no? They click a button and it's yes, and they continue to get in the emails. All right. So it's very important that you educate your clients. Hey, by the way, have you signed up for our newsletter today? You get access to a load of offers and discounts that we email you no more than once a week. Just write your email on this sheet and I'll get you in. I mean, right in the middle of the conversation, you know, just go out there and put the information out there, you know, and let them know that the opportunity for them to receive coupons is there. Now, if you just go in there and you say, hey, you want to sign up for our email list? I mean, probably not, because you didn't offer me anything. Hey, would you like to sign up in our email list today and get 10% off your current purchase? Absolutely. You know, you bet I would. And I've signed up on a mini list like that. And just like that, instead of making small talk or letting the uncomfortable silence grow, you can provide your customers with a reward for being a loyal customer by getting their email address. Simply by just asking in the middle of the conversation flow, hey, would you like to sign up for our CVS card and get special offers? Your CVS Extra Care Savings and Reward Card has been updated. Look here. I mean, they get the email going out And right here, go here to confirm your CVS Extra Care Rewards points. And I put this CVS up here for a reason. Okay. Why would I have put CVS on here? You know, we're probably not going out talking to CVS. We're probably not going out and talking to the big chain stores. We're going out talking to the mom and pop stores. Why would I even think about putting CVS on here if that's somebody that we're not talking to? Okay. Yeah, because it's a big box. I mean, if the big box stores are doing it, doesn't it make sense that your clients need to be doing it too? I mean, CVS is paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for these systems, and you can take the exact same thing to your client for, you know, $300 a year. The exact same technology, the exact same tools, the exact same thing that those customers are signing up for at CVS or Walgreens or Walmart or Home Depot or Lowe's or any other big box store out there. And when you're talking to your clients, you need to have stuff like this right here on your phone. I don't walk in with papers and I don't walk in with PowerPoints, but I could walk in with this phone and say, let me show you what the big box stores are doing. Pull down a email from Home Depot and pull down an email from Lowe's and pull down an email from Walmart and all those places that are emailing you and emailing them and say, let me show you what the big box stores is doing. And you can do the exact same thing, because I'm going to tell you, if the big box stores are doing it and they're doing it consistently and it hasn't gone away, what do you reckon's going on? I think they're making money from it. I think it's driving footfall, and those sales are bringing people in the doors, and they're spending more than that $2.99, water hose that you're going to buy today. I think they're going to go buy a water hose. They're going to go buy a rake. They're going to go buy seeds to put in their garden. They're going to go in there and buy plastic bags. All the high return items, they're going to go in and buy all those things, right? Because they came in for a $2.99 water hose. And they do that for a reason. And you need to teach your clients to do the same thing. Hey, look, this is what we're going to do. What is the highest return on an investment item you have in your store? Why, it's this right here. It cost me 99 cents and I'd sell it for $10.99. Why don't we do this? Why don't we bring people in for this $10.99 item for 99 cents? And when they walk in to buy this 99-cent item, they're going to walk around your store and they're going to pick up $100 worth of stuff because you brought them in on a 99-cent item. We're going to use it. You don't even have to use it as a loss leader. You know, I don't know. Does everybody know what a loss leader is? You cut the price on something really cool, really good, really awesome. You cut it in half, and you're not making a nickel on it. You may even lose a couple of dollars on it, but you do that in order to bring people in so that they'll buy the other high ticket items. You don't even have to use it as a loss leader. Show me the number one item with your highest return on investment. This right here. Let's use this item to bring them in, and then let them walk around the store, and they're going to buy the other high return items. Okay. And you use it over and over and over. If CVS and these other stores are doing it, if the big box stores are doing it, it's going to happen. And I know this does sound old school pen and paper. Okay. This sounds like, oh my gosh, Kerry, you've gone back way in the back, you know, but if the big retailers like Urban Outfitters and Walmart and Home Depot and all the big boys are still using it, what does that tell you? That email is not dead. And email technology actually today is the best it's ever been. I don't know if you've been in Mailchimp in a while, but when we get off this call tonight, you need to go into Mailchimp. You're going to be absolutely stunned at the technology that Mailchimp has added. I mean, it takes literally 5 minutes to set up an entire campaign. It's 1, 2, 3, click easy. It's very easy to go in and use their templates. It's easy to go in and use their WYSIWYG system to create amazing looking emails. They can be going out to their customers. Run competitions, give a little back, give a little, get a lot back. Running competitions aimed at your targeted audience is a great way to capture emails. Same thing with text lists, right? If we run a competition, we're going to get people to opt in. We're going to get people that want to win that trip to New York City. We're going to get those people that want to win that trip to Las Vegas or the Bahamas or wherever they're going. Okay, whatever the trip's for. So most businesses can get these kind of certificates very inexpensively. Okay, so there are ways and things that you can do to set up competitions. the top 4 people. We have a program that you can use now, the events program, okay, where you can set up and one person can win and everybody else gets a secondary product, okay, wins a secondary product. Great way to do that. So now you've done what? Not only have you sold the app and not only have you sold the mail program, but you've also gone in there and you've set them up on the kiosk program. Doing the exact same thing, collecting the emails. You can set these up with emails. You can set these up with text message marketing. Okay, you can go in there and have a competition right in Mailchimp. You can set up the competition right in Mailchimp. But give a little to get a lot back. Whatever it takes to create that footfall and drive that footfall into that business, that's exactly what you want to do. Maybe they want to celebrate the launch of their app, okay? And we're going to give away a free trip to customers. Maybe we're going to celebrate the launch of our app. Come in and text new app to 27126, and they're going to receive that app back. And when they click on that, you're going to have a big banner at the top of that app of join our email program. Now you've already collected them where? You've already put them inside of the text messaging program. You've already collected them and brought them into the text message marketing program. Now you're going to turn around and say, hey, click on this big button here and enter for a free trip to New York City. Okay, we're going to give away 4 of these or whatever it is. And now they come in and they're going to do what? Now you're going to collect their emails. Now you've done one little campaign to get them on the new app because they've got to download, they got to bring the app into their phone in order to do what? Sign up for the competition. So you've got them coming 2 ways. You've got them on the text message marketing program, and now you got them on the email marketing program. All right. Encourage your customers to share the competitions with their best friends or with someone who needs a drastic makeover. Okay. Think about this. You go into these shops where they put the makeup on you and they make you look really good. And I need to go to one of those. I could stay in that about once or twice a week. Or they make you look really good, and maybe they're giving away a free makeover. And somebody that probably drastically needs a makeover, and you walk up to them like me and say, hey, Kerry, I'm going to give you a big hand up here. I'm going to help you out this week, buddy. They're giving away a free makeover over here at the makeover clinic. And you can go over there and get fixed up, Well, guess what? Kerry's going to do that because he can go get a free makeover. So I'm going to do the same thing that they did. I'm going to text in. And then I want to sign up for the free makeover. And then if I win the free makeover, I'm going to go into that store and get the free makeover. And if I don't win it, I may go back in there and get one anyway, just because I know I need it. My hair is always looking nappy. The wind blows here 600 miles an hour every single day. So there's no use combing it. But I need that makeover. And just make sure the prize, this drives me absolutely bonkers. Nothing ticks me off more and will have me take me off your list faster than this. Make sure the prize is relevant to people you want to target. If you're promoting one thing and you're sending out something else, or you're sending out something to a specific niche group, and you put out there what this is, and then when they sign up for it, because you wanted that niche group to sign up for it, they get something else, that doesn't work. They're like, what does this mean? Why did I get this? I didn't sign up for this. And the first thing they're going to do is opt out immediately. I sign up for things all the time and get stuff that it wasn't what it said it was, and I opt out immediately. That whether it's email and or text message marketing. So make sure that it's relevant, okay? Relevant to what is actually going on. If you're doing a makeover, okay, if the place is a makeover, then you don't want to sell horse saddles. Make it relevant. If you're doing makeovers, then sell some beauty supplies, sell some makeup, sell some mascara, sell some of that stuff you put on your eyelashes to make them nice and thick, make it relevant. Use what you're going to use. And email signatures. We're probably all guilty of this, and this is probably one of the most important pieces on the email that you could actually use. Okay. Mascara. Thank you. we know that Kenny Dutton now uses mascara because he pointed out that wasn't what I was talking about is mascara. So maybe that's why that picture didn't look so good that I showed you earlier, because he missed his mascara that morning. But anyway, so the signature on the emails, okay, the signature on the emails, you can create them. They're automatic. You can put them in there. They go in every single email. Sign up to our newsletter. Most people are receiving these emails on their phone. When they click on this link, it's going to take them to where? It's going to take them to the sign up page. If you're regularly emailing your customers, then why not include a signature that asks people to subscribe to whatever you are doing? You know, to get your newsletter, to get access to offers or discounts, just link to your website. And every time you send an email, you're gently reminding them, you're gently telling them, you're not forcing anything down their throat that, hey, if you will click here, there's going to be some type of reward just by giving us your email. Create an incentive. We all like competition, okay? But you can't run them forever. They get old. People get tired of that, okay? I mean, you have to change things up. You have to make things different. You have to set things up differently for people not to get blinded by what they're seeing every day. You know, if you send out the same old black and white email every day that's got about 6 lines on it, eventually you're not going to read it anymore because there's nothing new. It's the same old stuff, right? So you got to make some change. You got to create an incentive for people to get those special offers. You've got to create an incentive for them to want to sign up. We need to create a small incentive for people to sign up, such as being the first to know. And I'm fixing to go into this kind of deep, okay? The first to know about new offers or sales, exclusive access to new content, tips, advice, or a small discount on their next purchase. If you're a customer, and you need to let them know this up front, people are signing up on these lists because you told them that they would be the first to know on this sale. You're giving your special clients, your special customers, the opportunity to do something for signing up for your email, and that's receiving information before anybody else does. If you send out the email the same day that that's hitting the newspaper, if their ads hit the newspaper on Wednesday, which most ads do, if the ad hits the newspaper on Wednesday and everybody's got that in the newspaper and you send that out on Wednesday, what incentive does anybody have to sign up? When do you need to send that email out? You need to send that email out on Monday morning because the ad's going to hit on Wednesday. So if you don't send it out on Monday morning, then that person really isn't getting anything special because everybody else is getting it in the newspaper. So why do they need to sign up for that list and be a part of something that's everybody else is going to get anyway? I'll just wait for the newspaper to come out. You don't need to send me anything special because you told me I was going to be the first to know. Well, guess what? 5 billion people know because you're putting it in the newspaper before I even get to look at my email. So send it out early, okay? And make sure that the specials or the offers are something that's relevant to what's about to happen. I mean, if they're going to give a 20% off on shoes on Wednesday, they need to let those clients know that, hey, come in today and get 20% off of those shoes. It's not going to make a bit of difference to your customer, whether they give 20% off on Monday or they give off 20% off on Wednesday. Not a bit of difference. It's the same shoes. It's the same offer that's going out. So what do? They give that special offer to those who took their time to do something special. Sign up for a list to get special offers that they're going to be the first to get. I can tell you, when I get my Sonic offer on Wednesday, there's nothing on the billboards up there at Sonic. There's nothing up there that says, hey, come in today and get 5 corny dogs. There's nothing up there that says if I use that today, I'm going to get that. But when I drive up to that window, that little girl is going to say, do you have your text message? I say, yes, ma'am, I do. Could I get my 5 corny dogs? And I'm going home. And she gives me my 5 corny dogs for 50 cents a piece. And then I buy about $10 worth of other stuff. So make sure that it is special. Make sure that if it is a first to know, then I'm the first to know when it goes. You got to make sure that your client understands how nitpicky people will be. And if you don't think that customers look at that stuff, you're totally wrong. They do, because they want to be felt special. Be creative and experiment with which offers work the best. Some offers work good, some offers don't work good, but the offer has to do what? The offer has to stand out. It can't be the same old thing. You know, people get tired of 25% off on Wednesday. Okay, whatever. That's not going to drive traffic in on Wednesday, because people know every Wednesday, if I just go there, I'm going to get 25% off. Make the offers different. Make and learn and keep a list. When you're working with your clients and you're dealing with your clients, make and keep a list and keep track of the statistics. Hey, how many people came in today for this offer? We had 23 today. How many came in last week for the offer? We had 96 come in last week. Let's analyze and see what the difference is in these two offers to make sure that we're not creating junk. We're creating actually something that's going to bring that footfall back into the business so that you can continue to increase your revenues. And that's your return on your investment for what we're doing pays off. Because if you're not giving them a great return on investment and everything is lollygag and nothing works well, then guess what's going to happen? People aren't going to come. They're going to remove you. They're going to ask to be removed off the list. And then when they do that, your day's done. Your day as a consultant is over with that customer. They don't need you anymore because they're giving you money that's not creating return for them. Just like if you didn't do it in the first place, if you didn't sit down with your clients and go in and step them into these different tools and help them to build their business, and all you're doing is running in there, throwing something at them. There's one thing I've done, and I've done it very well. That's why I'm still doing very well. Okay, is I step sell. And I believe in step selling. I think it's the best way to work somebody into any type of technology. I step sell them into my products. And as I do that, more and more people, my products get out there, more and more people see it, more and more people want it. And the more and more people that want it, the more sales I make. But I go in there and I offer them things that enhance and highlight what I am doing at the moment and what I have done for them in the past. They're happy customers, and guess what they want to do? They want to give me more money. And there's nothing more than I love than somebody that wants to give me more money, because the more money I make, the more hot dogs and corny dogs I can buy. So be creative and experiment. Do things that are out of the box. Get with them and do things that I really like this picture right here. Look at this light bulb compared to everything else. It's bright colored. It's flashy. It's like, when you look at it, it jumps off the page. When you make up these incentives and when you go into the creative portion of these ads and you're looking at all that stuff, then what you have to do is really get outside the box. What's going to create footfall? And that's what you have to do. Make sure, has everybody on here I pulled this can of Spam off for a reason. I'm not really talking about Spam meat. How many of you on here have ate Spam? Spam and eggs, Spam hamburgers, Spam, you name it. I think my mother and grandmother knew how to make Spam in every single way in the world. I used to love Spam when I was growing up, and I can't even stand to open a can and smell it today. But now, if you'll remember, okay, this is some history. Spam used to have a key right up here, right? And what you did is you stuck the key right here, and this has a pull tab, but you stuck the key right here, and you rolled all the way around the can, okay? All the way around the can to get the lid off. If you only knew how many times that Kerry cut his fingers open trying to get that little tin strip off of that Spam key so that I could keep those keys. I collected Spam keys, and we ate enough Spam. I probably had enough to take it to the dump yard and make some money. But make sure people know, okay, make sure people know that by subscribing to your newsletter, they're not going to be spammed relentlessly with emails and what they can expect to receive in return. Do not send out an email every day. Don't do it. People will opt out faster than you're sending those emails out. Make it once a week or twice a month. Make sure it is something special. Make sure that you're not bombarding people. People will jump off of that list quicker than they got on. And the worst thing you can do is diminish a list. You know, when a list is burnt, it's what's called burnt. When a list is burnt, you know, people aren't going to sign up again, and they're going to get off of it, and they don't want you anymore. And if you burn your list, then what happens? That list is worth absolutely zero. What your clients need to understand is the larger the list, the more returning customers they have, the more recurring footfall they have, the more valuable their business is. I mean, those lists are worth a lot of money to a potential buyer that's walking in the door. If you've got huge lists and you can create recurring footfall and you can increase your business that day by 20 or 30% by simply clicking on a button, do you not think that's not worth an awful lot of money to someone that wants to buy that business or when they want to sell that business? Absolutely it is. So another reason, another great return on investment, why they need to invest in those lists and build those lists and do those things and do it right and not spam and throw that information out there and hitting people upside the head, is so that they create value in their business. The more valuable a business is, the more valuable things that someone can offer someone that wants to purchase a business, the greater return they're going to get. And that's just the way it works. Build those email lists. Use all the tools in the toolbox to do that. Whether you put a sign up, whether they have some window clings, make sure the people behind the counter says, hey, can we do this? You know, would you like to join our list in order to receive our special offers? How often do you send those out? We send those out every other week on Tuesday. Okay. Okay, good. Well, I know that the newspaper comes out on Wednesdays, so I get to get it here first before you're already sold out. See, those are important things to people. And those are the things that you need to do. Where, man, I can't believe it, man. I've never finished it 10 minutes early. Are there any questions for tonight's training? Thank you. Thank you. You know, you're right. You don't think about this stuff until you hear somebody say it, you know. The verbiage was, you know, hey, thanks. I haven't thought about this in many years. And you're right. You don't think about using something that was like old hat and now it's kind of new hat again, right? And it works. It works. Yes, that's correct. Email marketing is a 3 to 5% return. So if you got a list of what, 30 emails going out, 100 emails going out, you're going to get three to 5 new customers coming in that day. Now you get 1,000 emails going out. Now you got 30 to 50 customers coming in that day. And that's how the return works. Okay. Text message marketing, probably a little bit higher, somewhere around 8 to 10%. Beacon technology is somewhere between 3 and 5%. So, but that's 3 to 5% return that you're bringing people in. Now, let's say that the average ticket item, that was a very good point right there. Let's say that the average ticket item is $100 and you bring in 30 more people today. You just made an additional $3,000 in sales by doing what? Sending out an email. Sending out an email. That's why people do it. You know, people say, oh, that ain't a very big return. Would you rather have 3% extra today or nothing? If your client looks at you in the face and says, well, 3 to 5%, that's not a very big return. I said, that's 3 to 5% more than you're going to make today. You know, that's more people than you're going to make today. So, but very good point. Very good point. 3% of something is better than 3% of nothing. That's correct. Anybody else? Very good points. 2 good points right there. Two very good points. Thank you for bringing that up. Anybody else? All right. Well, Ben, God bless. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It's always a pleasure. This has been probably I can't think of anything better than I'd be doing on Wednesday night than hanging out with my peeps, hanging out with the family, you know. And that's what we consider each and every one of you here at AppWizard. You are our family. Am I going to be eating? Absolutely, I'm going to be eating. What are you talking about? I had ate all day, but absolutely, I'm going to be eating. So Y'all have a great day. And he's saying better than eating. Oh, yeah, this is always better than eating. I always eat after the show. So, but thanks everybody for coming out. God bless. Hey, good to see you, Martha. Martha, where you at? You up north or you down here with us? Down there. Snowing up there. Y'all have a great evening. God bless, and I will see you next Wednesday.